Hey folks, and welcome to Subjective Thoughts. And our comic for today is Canto number 3, Lionhearted, issue 1 by IDW. Now there is fighting, death, injuries, blood, battle planning, and a fuck ugly fury in this one. So if you are in any way squeamish, you have been warned. Also, spoilers. Alright, so now as you can see on screen, I think it's the same team on all of them. I don't remember exactly. It's been quite a while, and my Kentos aren't anywhere near close to me. But yeah, I think it's pretty much the usual suspects on this one as well. The writer and artist definitely. Yeah, maybe at the bottom there, or the editor or something. I don't know. Well, anyway. So it's been a while since I read Canto. And I also got these issues. I have, I think up till 3, maybe more. I got them last year and I still haven't read them. I've been slacking, as you can tell. But now I'm finally back. I finally continued on with the story. Oh, Canto, I missed you. Yeah, I've finally gone back to reading this. So this continues where we left off in the previous story, Canto 2 and the Hollow Men. Now, at the end of that story, I do have videos about the issues, so if you want, you can go back and watch them. Just look for them. Just write Canto. So yes, in the last story, in the final, Canto gets the shrouded man's heart in the Valley of the Lionhearted from the princess. So we find out she was real. And so now he has a mission and a way to stop the Shrouded Man, and perhaps a way to bring back his beloved. Oh man, I forgot what name I had for her. I named her after a butterfly. I think it was Agathena. I'm pretty sure, man. I should have wrote this down somewhere. But yeah, there's a chance he can maybe save her. He doesn't know how, though. But what he has to do now is he needs to go and he needs to fight the Shrouded Man and put his heart back into him. So that's what. So we start. Okay, so here in this first issue, we start with the Hermit. Canto meets her in the first story. Canto, if I only had a heart. Sorry, that was the first one. The Hermit lives in the lake. She belongs. Confirmed. It's a lady. She belongs to the race of creatures that were the enslavers of Canto's people. They're all these different, as far as I could see, farm animals. So she's fighting with the Fury, who's trying to get information out of her. The only remaining Fury, the other two were killed off in the second story. But yeah, the Fury is trying to get to the location, because all the slavers, they've all hid somewhere, and there's a settlement of them, and she's trying to find that settlement for the Shrouded Man, so he can force them to join his army to destroy Canto's people. Also, I should mention this. What happened in the last story, the Shrouded Man has done something that now all of Canto's people's time will run out, unless they go back to Old Arcana where they were enslaved. And obviously don't want to do that. So yeah, they need the location of the settlement. So the Hermit is fighting her off, doing the best she can, but then the Fury grabs her and picks her up in the air. They're very high up. And she tells her, with your last breath, you will tell me where the settlement is. But then, what she needs to know. But the Hermit responds saying, with my last breath, I will curse the Shrouded Man. So the Fury says very well and just drops her. But then Aluara, just a second. Let me just show it here, save me some editing later. There we go, this one. You see, that's her name. I hope you can see that well. Aluora, maybe. Yeah, I'm in the third story and I still don't fucking know how to pronounce that. But anyway, Aluora. With Zixia, let me show you him. He's her, actually, I'm not sure what kind of creature he is. Never mind, he's not here. Oh, but there's the Hermit. I'll show you her. There she is. And that's the fuck ugly Fury. Anyway, Zixia is this creature. He's not a dragon. He's kind of cute, but he can grow very big and be useful in battle. Anyway, Aluora comes with Zixia, suddenly swoops down and grabs the Hermit, and starts flying away with her. The Fury goes after them. But they do manage to escape, and the Fury just flies back, saying, tell the little slave that we will see him again very soon. Laura stops somewhere. They lower the Hermit gently down. She does have a name. I will leave it here on screen. The Hermit, I mean, that's not her name. She has one. She lowers her down, tells Zixia to lower her down, and she goes to her, and, to check how she's doing. But sadly, it's too late. The Hermit is dead. When the Fury picked her up, I think she used her claws right into her stomach. Because you can see that around the stomach area, there's a lot of blood. So yes, unfortunately, the Hermit is now dead. Now we go back to, sorry. Oh, 1 second. Yes, the Hermit is dead. After, she had quite a good battle with the Fury. And Furies are not easy to fight. So yeah. Then we go back to Old Arcana, where we have Canto, telling us a bit about Old Arcana, about the story with the Knight, which the Knight is used to be the Shrouded Man. Canto's back in Old Arcana. He's there where they buried his beloved. He's sitting in front of the spot. There's a little branch there. Oh, pretty big one actually. Yes, he's sitting there reminiscing, and then he hears a noise and he grabs his axe, but it's only Aluara. And she asks him, have you picked a name for her yet? Because they weren't allowed to have names, the Canto's people. And he says, not yet, nothing seems right. And then she tells him, you'll find something eventually. Then he asks her about the Hermit, that she found her. Aluara said that she did, but unfortunately the Hermit has already died. She was too late to get there. So now they have to think of a new way to find the settlement. They want to get... Canto wants them to recruit the slavers to battle. Aluara tells them that they're cowards, and they're more afraid of death than being enslaved again, so they're most likely going to join the Shrouded Man. But Canto says we have to try, and then they talk about how, his people are not his people mainly, but how Falco and Ricotta are not going to be happy about this. Oh, the other girl that was, a lady that was with them, unfortunately she died in the last one. Oh, I can't remember her name, fuck. But yeah, anyway. He says how he's going to have to tell them and they're not going to be happy. And then he asks Aluara if maybe she wants to do it. And she's like, nah. She makes it very clear, no, That's your burden. It's quite funny. Anyway, they go back to old Arcana. Sorry, to New Arcana, where he talks with Falco and Ricotta, telling them that they need to find settlement and to recruit the help. Obviously, they are not happy about this, and they tell him so. How can we trust our enemies? And yeah, I mean, Canto's not a fan of working with them either. They're the reason his beloved's dead. Because one slaver hit them very hard after they have had this. Canto found this little gold piece. They used to collect gold for them in shape of a heart. Because none of them have hearts. The Shrouded Man took the hearts. And so, and because of that, they've both been used the whip, but his beloved was damaged too badly. All right. Where was I? So yes, he's of all people, Canto really doesn't, really wouldn't prefer not to do this, but he knows there's no other way. But then, before there's a little funny part where Falco's against it, and then Ricotta says, "I'm with the oaf." Falco is a little, well, not even a little, bigger than the average tin man in this story. He's like, I'd say he's like, like this tall, more tall than Canto. I wonder how that happens. We still don't know how they reproduce, which is a shame. I kind of wish we did. Fucking cars. I don't know, are they created? I just want to know. I guess we never will, unfortunately. Or who knows, maybe we will. That's it, gone. Still continuing. But he tells Falco and Ricotta that it's easy to fight alongside your friends, but it takes courage to fight with your former enemies. Oh, no, still enemies. Then Falco tells him there is another way. Canto says there's another choice, but Falco tells him we have a choice not to work with the slavers, and there is another way that we thought of. So they lead him into another room, and they show him a map, and they suggest to go back to the Kingdom of Dis, Dis. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. And go under the sewers and attack the Shrouded Man. He won't be expecting it. But he won't be expecting a straight attack. But Canto tells him it won't work, because now that he has the Shrouded Man's heart, the Shrouded Man can go inside his thoughts. That's probably how he knew about the Hermit and went to look for her as well. So yes, he tells them no. I will go with Aluara to find the slavers. And he tells them, I want you two to give me your word that you will protect New Arcana while I'm gone. They both promise him. They give him their word, and then he goes outside and prepares to go with Aluara, Zixia, and I forgot his name. He has his companion, Lorax. The Lorax. Actually, I don't think he has a name, right? I don't know if Canto gave him. I don't think Canto gave him one. It's just the sorry, not Lorax, Molrax. It's just the Molrax. Now, as the Falco and Ricotta go outside, and they're going to, they're not going to follow what Canto wants, though. They are going to set a party and go to the Kingdom of Dis anyway, because Falco says Canto will understand, because they can't tell him about their plans, because the Shrouded Man will hear them. So they're going to do that, and Kento's going to try his plan. And that's it. That's the end of what happens in this issue, to be continued. So it was good to go back to reading some Canto. I forgot how great this how great the story is. I'm really happy I got back to reading it. I hope I have all the... Maybe I have all the issues. I need to really look around. Because I'd love to finish this story, see what happens finally. Is he finally going to fight the Shrouded Man? Or is it, again, we're going to continue on to a fourth series? That remains to be seen. I should actually look that up. Maybe there is a fourth series and I don't know. Gotta look that up. But yes, this was a great beginning. I look forward to see what happens. I mean, who Aluara and Canto are gonna come across. What's their plan to find the settlement, and what's gonna happen with Ricotta and Falco's plan? Are they going to succeed, or is it gonna end up poorly for them? They should really not doubt the Shrouded Man. He will expect anything. And fuck knows what he'll do. Right, the reason they're going... the reason they're going to the slavers, I forgot to say, is because, there's this old mechanical witch. She was, yeah, she's this witch, and she builds mechanics. She was in the story about the fairies. I also have a video about that, I think. So they're waiting for word from her, but she hasn't given them any that she'll come to them. I think with the two giants that were in the first and second stories. So that was probably the plan for backup, but they haven't heard from her. So it remains to be seen what will happen. Hopefully it will end well. Alright, now let me show you the art inside. Although again, it's the same art style. As you know, I very much love this art style. I love Kento's whole design in general. I can show you like 3 pages only though, because this is still very new. There we go. There we go. Yeah, the Mulrax. That's his name. That's Falco over there. That's Ricotta. You've seen the Fury. So there you go. You can see the Hermit running from the Fury. Telling her not to hide. And she's like, I'm not hiding. And that's it. That's all I can show you here. As you can see, the art style is the same. I really love this art style. Those are some nice designs for these creatures. Yeah, you can see the Fury. And she's even uglier than she was in the first one, though. I mean, in the last 2 stories. I guess that's her winter gear, though. You can see it's snowing. Yeah, she's a bit less covered. I guess she's more battle ready now, isn't she? Yeah. Alright. So that is it. That's what happened in this first issue. I look forward to reading the second one. I'll get around to that very soon. And we'll see how this story shall end. Oh, a bit too early, but still. Alright. So let me know if you've read this this issue. What did you think about it? Have you read any of the Canto stories? What do you think about those? And that is it. Now remember, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. Bye!